Good evening, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another episode. And this evening we have a massive schedule for you because it's the Thursday, Friday, day 4 of the Issa Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships. If you were with us last night, you would have witnessed the excitement, and we're here tonight again to continue building on that. Tomorrow will be the final day of the championships, and before we get to tomorrow, I assure you the athletes, they have a lot of big performances in store leading into the weekend. Now, the first couple of days that we saw, we know it kicked off on Tuesday with a few preliminaries. The 100-meter finals was on Wednesday, and I think that's when most people kind of started to lock in on the championships for this year, primarily because, hey, 100 meters, everybody loves the 100 meters. So I think this evening promises to be a big one. We're going to do a quick recap of what transpired today. We'll talk a little bit about last night as well, and then we'll go over into this evening's action. Remember, we have the 400-meter hurdles for both boys and girls kicking off later on this evening. And I think this is one of those where, again, at the junior level or at the champs level, gets a lot of attention. However, as soon as it gets to the senior level, not so much for whatever reason. Okay, so it is 9:23 where I'm at. We have the steeplechase, girls 2,000 meter steeplechase kicking off at 9:43. Then we have the boys 2,000 meter steeplechase kicking off at 10:13, and then the girls 400 meter hurdles 10:41. So just about an hour from now, but nothing is wrong. We will do we will continue the show. We'll have some good reasoning, and then we will basically say, hey, let's go over to the live commentary. Big up yourself, Unseen Sports. Where do you, bossy? Where do you? Where do you? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So if you know, you know Tiana Marshall with a record. Yeah, big things, big things. So this year's champs setting the stage on fire already. We've seen so many records. We've seen so many big performances from the youngsters, especially I think from the class one athletes. Most of it has been okay. We expected that. We expected that run. Maybe not so much the times, but again, we haven't seen any times in the class one, especially well for me, that has set the championship on fire. Class two, we saw something crazy last night, and I think we will be seeing some crazy stuff this evening and tomorrow as well. Unseen spoke about Carifta. We'll be back here for Carifta later on this year. Well, at least in a couple of weeks' time, really. In a couple of weeks' time. So we'll be back for Carifta in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, before I even go any further, I'm gonna start sharing the screen with the events that kicked off today. Last night in the live stream, I spoke about the hurdles, and I spoke about it at length because the hurdles, they don't usually get the attention they deserve, and it ranges straight through from the junior level to the senior level, where the youngsters who come out and they participate in the hurdles, we say yes, good job, but at the end of the day, it doesn't get the energy that it truly deserves. So we're gonna do a quick recap of today's events. What happened today? What did we miss? We're gonna speak about some of the prelims that kicked off earlier in the day, and then we're going to get over to what will be happening tonight. Remember, as soon as you hop onto the live stream, smash the like button. And if you haven't yet done so, go ahead and subscribe to Halftime TV. We were watching the Reggae Boys last night. I'll speak about that briefly in a few, and we can have a reasoning about that in the comment section as well. But we're talking about champs now. Ganja Clan said if you wanted to see um, teen athletes running around, he would have kept the channel on champs, and that's the impression he got from the Reggae Boys last night, like teenagers running around. Orlando, big up yourself, Orlando. People, if you're just tuning in, remember, drop your flag in the comment section. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I know the entire world is watching the Issa Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships, and most people may not have been paying attention throughout the week because of work or whatever reason. Usually Friday night and Saturday night, the two big nights for champs, two nights that are seeing the most crowd at the very least. Also, I have to mention this Clarendon College coach. His car was stolen at the National Stadium. Come on, people, we need to do better. We need to do better. We're constantly imploring people to come out to the National Stadium to support sports and entertainment events. And yet, when people show up to the National Stadium, this is a coach, This is a coach. The guy is there with Clarendon College in the capacity as coach. And if not even the coach is safe, then who is safe? Hmm? Tell me. Anyway, let's get over to what happened today. I hope everyone enjoyed their Friday. It is 9:27. We're just about an hour away from the 400-meter hurdles, and that's the big event this evening. So we're doing a build up to it, and then we'll wrap up the show with the commentary on the hurdles. So kicking off today, we had the heptathlon 100-meter hurdles. We had the boys high jump preliminaries as well. Um, Long jump for girls preliminaries. We had the 70-meter hurdles preliminaries, and this is what I was speaking to last night when I said the hurdles doesn't get the energy it deserves. So those were the qualifiers from the from the first round through to the semifinals. So we had Kenisha Robinson from Hydel with a meet record at 12 years of age. This is 70-meter hurdle, people remember, so you don't get too carried away with the time. 12 years of age, 70 meters, 10.38 seconds. We have Alicia McDonald, Convent of Mercy, 10.69. Brianna King, Veer Technical, 10.74. Dejane Foster, 10.77. Shamira Samuels, Edwin Allen, and we can go all the way down to 7th St. Andrew High for girls. And I spoke about this athlete last night, Jessanique Scott. Big up yourself, Jessanique, putting on another big performance. And I know we don't pay too much attention to the hurdles, but this athlete here is a true all-rounder competing in gymnastics as well as the hurdles. So big up Jessanique, and she progressed through to the semifinal. And a little bit later down, I'll talk about the semifinal and how that result transpired. Anyway, in the 80-meter hurdles for girls, we had Tashana Godfrey out of Edwin Allen with 11.09. So 70-meter hurdles for girls, Heidel. 80-meter hurdles for girls, Edwin Allen. 11.09, Zaria Harris in there as well, Convent of Mercy. And how well has Convent of Mercy been doing over the last couple of years at Champs, people? Let's talk about it. I think that is genuinely something that needs to be addressed. Convent of Mercy, Foga Road, these schools that don't usually hold places in the conversation when we talk about champs. Convent of Mercy, they're doing it big. So Heidel getting a couple athletes in here as well for the semifinal round. Mount Alvernia out of St. James doing the thing. And then we had another athlete from St. Andrew High for girls, Cheyenne Reed, securing a place with 11.89 seconds. So big run for all the athletes in the 800 meter, in the 80-meter hurdles. What did you say? On the boys' side, and there's a 100-meter hurdles on the boys' side, we have Jamali Leng with 13.45, 13 years of age. He secured victory in his heat, and going into the semifinal, these were the names. We had Adrian Phillips. These were the name: Adrian Phillips, Leng, Draquan Jones, Alex Lewis, Dylan Bent, Denton Richard Zachary Hunter, Chadwick Robinson, rounding it off. So those were the athletes going through to the next part, to the semifinal. That is Adrian Phillips, 12.96 seconds. Really impressive time there for the boys 100 meters class 3, 100-meter hurdles, that is. All right, so the 200 meters for girls, we had the semifinals. 200-meter for girls, we had the semifinals. Renika Reed, matter of fact, you know. So a couple athletes from Heidel making their way into that one. Class 3, Rihanna Scott from Ferncourt, 24:01. Tawena Marston Knox College, 24.33. And those are the list of names from the semifinal. So girls semifinal, class 3, those are the list of names. So these are the athletes who will line up in the final. Then we had the boys. So 22.32 was the fastest time there. Kingston College through Kemanik Edwards. Couple athletes from Kingston College represented there. Jamaica College squeezing in. Wolmer's boys has a pair. Well, a pair from Jamaica College as well. Class 2 for girls. Sashana Johnson, Natrice East, Shanice Campbell, Shayon Smith, no surprises there. So class 2 for girls. I think most of those names that you expect to be there. True? Yeah. On the boys side, and this is boys class 2, Kingston College securing the two fastest times with 21:12 and 21:33. Fast times on the 200 meters, people see. So much 21 seconds there, good. Tian Barrett, we saw him last night in, I believe, the 400 meters. He's back for the 200 meters. So big up Russies down there in Western Jamaica. Tian Barrett representing. Still only 14 years of age, so impressive stuff. Now, on the girls' side, surprise! No surprises really. She's a cut above the rest. She is in a different class, and as the popular entertainer said, we raise the bar. Shania Douglas is definitely raising the bar in the 100 and 200 meters. Remember, she can compete in the 400 meters as well. She was a part of Jamaica's 4x4 team for the World Indoors. She is back competing at the championship. To what end? I don't really know because I think for her, it's a walk in the park, really. There's no competition for Shania Douglas at this year's championship. She's already won gold in the 100 meters. Expect her to win gold in the 200 meters as well. So Shania Douglas, 24 seconds flat. She walked that time, and I know come the final tomorrow, she will be bringing her E game. It's basically Shania against the clock. Now at Holland High School, coach moved. Shania Douglas moved as well as Johan Romaldo Smythe, still in Western Jamaica. So no surprises there. Shania Douglas doing what needs to be done and jumping from Mushet to Holland High, but different schools, same result. Shanique Casanova, Edwin Allen, 24:12. The next fastest time we had Brianna Brown, Alex Henry. I think Alex Henry was second or third in the 100 meters, somewhere there. Justina Williams, Veer Technical, and Abrina Wright was there as well. Casey and Sewell, Immaculate, she was in there as well, and Kristen Herbert, Homo Technical, she squeezed in. All right. So that's a 200 meters for girls. Happened a little earlier today in the afternoon. So on the boys side, Sanjay Seymour, he too competed already at these championship, and the organizers for champs indicated that they wanted to give these athletes recovery time. A lot of these athletes who were doing the double, they wanted to give them enough recovery time. So come the 200 meters, they would have been rested, they would have been ready. And I think it's really two ends, because they also wanted to ensure that the excitement at champs didn't didn't wasn't delayed until Friday, because people don't really pay attention to the early part of champs. You wait until Friday and then finish school. For those who are in school, you finish work and then you go champs, and then Saturday you're back there again for the curtain closer to see who wins it. So putting the 100 meters a little bit early worked for both parties, worked for the athletes in that they got some recovery time, but also it worked for the organizers because they got a lot more folks into the national stadium a lot earlier. So that was good. Sanjay Seymour, William Nib, he was the fastest qualifier with 20.85. We had Daquan Mirage Camperdown coming in the second fastest time. O'Shane Jervis out of Green Island High School, he just missed out. And Johan Romaldo Smythe, we spoke about him a little bit earlier when we were speaking about Shania Douglas. He basically scraped in with 21.15 seconds as the slowest time into the final. So Kyle Bowden, Kenrick Austin, Omari Robinson, and Michaelan Woods are occupying those middle lanes. So may say those are the lanes that give them an advantage. We have Tenny Daly out of St. Mary High School running out of lane number 3. He was the third fastest qualifier for the finals. Girls high jump, Tahira, Jamara Osborne, Tiana Shirley. So we have the 6 who've qualified for the final. 6 who've qualified for the final on your screen, or the 8 rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the 6. 6 who've qualified for the final on your screen. A meter point 58, 1.58 meters is the longest jump for that one. Boys triple jump, Demario Clark. I think he definitely is the favorite. He definitely is the favorite to go all the way. Kingston College has been producing some wonderful jumpers over the last couple of years in this discipline. Joshua Patrick is there as well from Kingston College. They have a very good coach in the jumps. Girls 800 meter, Kevon Gay, Fowler, Edwin Allen securing the fastest spot there for the 800 meters. And as for the rest of the qualifiers, they're on your screen. So Kevon Gay Fowler leading the pack for the 800 meters. Another one of those events that don't really get enough attention, in my opinion. And it could be for the reason that we tend not to do too exceptional on the global stage when it comes down to the 800 meters. But come on, people. Come on. A lot of these athletes, if we were given the 800 meters the energy, it would give these athletes energy as well. Come on, love the events, man, love the events, show the events some love. On the boys' side, Luke Plummer out of Sydney Pagan Academy, he had the fastest time going into the final, a minute 58.32 seconds. You mentioned the other class in the boys 200. Yes, I did. I did. I I did, yeah. So the boys 200 meter, we did class 3. Mm-hmm. Kemanique Edwards. So these were the finalists, or these are the finalists. So these are the names you should expect to see in the blocks tomorrow for the boys 200 meter. This is class 3. This is class 2. So the names that I'm putting on the screen, people, these are the finalists, okay? These are the names that have qualified. So it's a compilation of all the prelims or the heats, all three, and then these are the athletes who qualified. And then for Class 1 boys, Sanjay Seymour leading the pack, and Johan Romualdus Smythe just squeezing in. We just spoke about that. So keeping it going, I believe we were at the 800 meters. Yeah, I believe we were at the 800 meters now. Yeah, Luke Plummer, a minute 58.32 seconds to qualify with the fastest time for the 800 meters for boys. And then Kaim Campbell, Sanjago, Markland Williams, Denby, Alfario Cunningham, Antoine Newland, and Cavell Nooks. They secure 3 up to 6th place. We have Ratio Walters out of Titchfield and Amari Minot or Minot. Minot. A minute 59.20 was the slowest time going into the final, or the slowest time qualified for the final. On the girls' side, and this is Class 1, we have Devine Dickinson, Immaculate Conception, Anastasia Anatasik, okay, Black. I'm going to try and pronounce that. Rihanna Morgan Heidel, Horacia Love, Edwin Allen, Amia Samuels, Alphonsus Davis, Danae Hodges, is that Sydney Pagan? Tonight, tonight at the next match, JLP boss. No, the next match is Tuesday. Tuesday is the next match, all right? Yeah, man. Jovi Rose, excuse me, Homewood Technical, and Chevanicia Griffith representing St. Elizabeth Technical. Those are the finalists for the 800 meters for girls. Those are the finalists for the 800 meters for girls. And that's Class 1. On the boys' side, starters here, and these are the athletes that you will be seeing tomorrow taken to the starting blocks. So we have Kyle Reed, St. Elizabeth Technical, Joel Morgan, Edwin Allen, DeJounte Lewis, Calabar, Malik Anderson, and Tywayne Sterling, representing Edwin Allen and William Nibb, respectively. Shamar Green and Nahashan Ruto, Kingston College. Carlos Bryson squeezes in for Jamaica College for that last spot. So we have the heptathlon. This one's supposed to happen already. Still happening. Girls high jump. Qualified to the final. Discus. These are the throws that have qualified. So we have Clarendon College represented. Stets, Jago, Veer, Homewood times 2 as a matter of fact, and then be squeezing in as well. Boys triple jump. Michael Andre Edwards, youngster from Jamaica College, doing fantastic things, already signed to Kansas State. I say signed, already signed to Kansas State. So he will be attending Kansas State. It's done and dusted. It's confirmed. Going to Kansas State. 16.25 is his leap in the triple jump. Amani Phillips, Kingston College, 15.34. So you can see the gap between the longest jump and the second longest. You see everyone dwelling in that 15:12 to 15:30 mark, and then Michael Andre Edwards jumping out of the pit really for 16.25. So bright future ahead of him. He did well at Class 2 as well. It's not his first rodeo. He knows how to do it. And again, Jamaica College and Kingston College dominating the jumps as we've seen over the last couple of years, producing some very good athletes, some of whom have, well, most of whom have gone on to represent Jamaica, uh, with the the odd one here and there. Remember, one went on to represent Jamaica and then ultimately decided to bring his talent elsewhere. So big up yourself, Jane. All right, so the 4x400 meter, the prelims, 4x4 prelims, 4x4 prelims. We had Homewood with the fastest time, Heidel second, Edwin Allen third, Immaculate Conception, Alphonsus Davis, Veer Technical, and Convent of Mercy. Mount Alvernia squeezed in for that last spot. St. Elizabeth Technical just misses out. So 4x4, one of the most anticipated disciplines at the championships every year. So look out for that tomorrow, the 4x4 for girls. Yep. For on the boys' side, we have Calabar with the fastest time, Kingston College. Edwin Allen is in there as well, Jamaica College. William Nib, Homewood Technical High School, Monroe College, and Excelsior, they round out the fastest eight. So JC, KC, Calabar, no surprises there. William Nib, as always, doing the business, doing what needs to be done with some big performances. Now this is the 70-meter hurdles. This is the 70-meter hurdles. We spoke about the prelims that happened a little bit earlier in the day. Now the semifinal. In the semifinal, we got a meet record from Kenisha Robinson, who clocked 10.38 seconds for first, meet record as well. So 10.38 seconds, meet record for Kenisha Robinson in the 70-meter class 4 semifinals. Fastest time going into the finals right now. She's representing Heidel. We have Alicia McDonald, Convent of Mercy Academy, Brianna King, Veer Technical, Dejana Foster, or Dejane Foster, 10.77. Shamira Samuels, Edwin Allen, 10.75. Jamara Osborne, 10.81. Jessanique Scott, St. Andrew High for girls, 10.79. And Tahir Grant, Immaculate, 10.86. So these are the young ladies who will be taken to the track tomorrow for the 70-meter hurdles final. Remember, not necessarily the fastest person win the hurdles. So these athletes will need to be 100% focused. They'll need to be locked in, because the slightest glance of a hurdle may throw off your momentum completely and be the difference between you coming first and you finishing 7th or 8th. Kenisha is a returning into class 4. So you can see most of them 12 years of age. We have two 11-year-olds in here, Alicia McDonald and Jessenique Scott, only 11 years of age. So it's good to see, and congratulations to all the young ladies who have made it through to the finals of the 70-meter hurdles. Now let's go over to the 80-meter hurdles. Two meet records here. So the hurdles kicking up a storm so far at the championships. Tashana Godfrey, Edwin Allen, 10.75. She wins it. We have Azaria Harris, 10.80, and Danielia Clark, 10.82. Odina Creary, Wolmer's Girls, Clemoya Roberts, and Devoni Francis, 11.11 and 11.10 respectively. Shanice Williams, 11.25, and Niara McLeod, Immaculate Conception, squeezes in for that final spot in the 80-meter hurdles. Now on the boys' side, Akila Bell. Oh, this is class 2, sorry. So we're going straight through the different classes. So class 2, Akila Bell, Anika Carnegie, Martina Parks, St. Diego High School, Jada Harris, representing Bulmers, Shalomi Berry, Convent of Mercy, Malia Duncan, St. Diego, Martina Moxham, Veer Technical, and Kyra Lowe Kelly, Immaculate. Those are the finalists for the class 2 100-meter hurdles for girls. For class 1, 12.98 for Tiana Marshall. Expect her to go faster in the final. Shakia Reed, Penwood High School, 13.74. She was the fastest time. Next to Tiana, Brianna Davidson, St. Diego High School, Regina Bailey, Homewood Technical, Aaliyah Mullins, Heidel, Michaela Lindo, St. Catherine High, Amoy Kentish, and Joanne Russell or Joyanne Russell from Immaculate Conception. They round out the finalists on the Class 1 girls side. Big up everybody in the comment section. I'll take a quick pause there as we continue our coverage of the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to Halftime TV. Let's see who we have over in the comment section. One track hero, big up yourself, Orlando Guidance. Errol Stewart, good night to you. As always, on Scene Sports, big up Gillette Mullins. Good night to you as well. I hope everyone had a fantastic week. I hope you had a productive week, people. As we go into the weekend, you and your family stay safe. But yeah, thank you for spending the evening with us. This is Halftime TV as we continue our coverage of the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships 2026. Some big performances so far, a lot more big performances to go. We're on day 4. We're on day 4, but still a jam-packed schedule for Saturday. We have the finals for the 200 meters. We have the finals for the was there any problem in the medley, boys? So we had the finals for the 4x4. We have so many big events, the hurdles finals tomorrow as well. So it will be super busy. We'll probably have to be jumping between streams for the day to ensure that we get everything covered. But busy day for tomorrow, guaranteed. And we will be here to bring that for you, the Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. All right. All right. So let's continue. Over on the boys' side now, keeping up with Tamara. I don't know if there were any problems on the medley, I don't know. Don't know. All right, let's spin now. Hopefully someone will come on and enlighten us. We're doing a recap of what happened today, just to get everybody else up to speed. So this is class 3 boys 100-meter hurdles. Adrian Phillips was the fastest qualifier with 12.96. Quick run. Jamaica College looking good. Jamali Leng, William Nib, Draquan Jones, Alex Lewis, Dylan Bent, Denton Richards, Zachary Hunter, and Chadwick Robinson are the finalists in class 3 100-meter hurdles for boys. Continuing for class 2, we have Marquise Page, no surprises, 12.98. And this is 110-meter hurdles. Marquise Page dropping below 13 seconds there. Remember, Marquise Page still only 15 years of age. We have Devondre Matthews out of Calabar, 13.34. Mark Daniel Allen, Woolmer's Boys, 13.39. Jabari White, Veer Technical, Kemarley Fletcher, Brandon Bennett, Gregory Williams, and Daquan Dawkins. They rounded out the finalists for the 110-meter hurdles for boys in the class 2. Let's see what class 1 had for us. So class 1, So safe to say, Class 2 more impressive than Class 1, and that has been the story for quite a few of these events at the championship so far. Dijon Swain in the 110-meter hurdles, 13.35 Calabar, he was the fastest qualifier. Tajonil Gordon, Kingston College, 13.39. Robert Miller Heidel, 13.45. Davian Myers, Buff Bay High School. Big up yourself, Buff Bay High School. Good to see Buff Bay in the final here. 13.47 seconds. Shakir Lewis and Tafari Lewis Levy from Jamaica College. They secured the fifth and the sixth fastest time with 13.81 and 13.96 respectively. We have Rajon Riley, William Nib, and Romario Gibson clearing out the final spaces for the 110-meter hurdles final. So let's jump over to the girls triple jump to see what's popping over there. Alexa Williams, she's up now. This is still happening. The last mark was Alexa Williams 11.74. That's where she jumped. But she's up now for her next jump as that one continues. All right. So you can see these are the athletes who've already qualified. Sorry, we have Bernard Heidel, 11.87, 12.23, 11.98. Those were her jumps. We have Akelia Brown, Edwin Allen, 11.58, 11.69, and 12.05. So the biggest jump so far has been Bernard, 12.23, as you can see there on the chart. We have Michaela Longmore, 12.15, so her first was her best, 11.53 and 11.88. Then we had Sabrina Atkinson, 11.97, was good enough to secure her spot through to the final. So that's the triple jump. That's a triple jump for girls. Triple jump for girls. Okay, so now we have the 1600 meter. 600 meter. Oh, this is a relay. This is a relay, people. And then on the boys' side, this is what it looks like. So Puerto Antonio, Calabar, Excelsior, Jamaica College, Edwin Allen, St. Elizabeth Technical, Alphonsus Davis, and Kingston College. On the girls' side, Manchester High, Edwin Allen, William Nib, Homewood Technical, Alphonsus Davis, the Queen's School, Puerto Antonio High School, Excelsior High School. They rounded out the top 8. Steeplechase, that's what's up. So we have 2 steeplechase races. We have one coming up at 10:13 as well. These are your starters on your screen. So Shania Grant, Donnell Fraser, Sakila Wilby, Chevelle White, Kemisha Gordon, Ashanti Parks, Brianna Morris, Sushana Johnson, Baby Lindo, Tasha Palmer, Tidrania Palmer, Ashana Bonick, Kimoya Dennis, Haley Brown, and Carissa Dennis, Rochelle Martin. Those are the starters for the steeplechase. So 2,000 meter steeplechase for girls. The boys will follow at 10:13, and these are your starters. Don't worry, people. We'll be jumping back on this a little bit further down. We have Rasheem Walker, Dominic Amponsa, Christopher out of Kingston College. Let's get his last name. Yeah, Christopher Anderson, Kingston College. Javon Henry, Belfield, Roshane Johnson, Belfield as well. O'Shane Windet, Edwin Allen, Obina Reed, Clarendon College. Clarendon College doing good so far. Evans Tete, Jamaica College, Nicholas Francis, Charlie Mount, Tavar Fleming, Calabar, Shakimi Banks, Calabar, Jeremy Jones, Kingston College, Corey Christie, St. Jago High School, um, Trevane Francis, Kellitz High School, Azorni Gonzel, Kellitz High School, Roger Bailey, Knox College. So those are the starters for the 2,000 meters steeplechase, and then we will have the 400-meter hurdles for both boys and girls. On the girls' side, it's an open event, meaning athletes from 13 to 19. So, quite frankly, not enough interest in this event for there to be three different classes, or two different classes, because of the time that the rest of the athletes are running, I guess. Shania Jarrett, St. Elizabeth Technical. Shana T. Burke, Ferncourt, Maria Crossfield, Edwin Allen. Alyssa Carty, St. Jago High School. Kellyanne Carr, again, Kellyanne Carr back for the 400-meter hurdles. Big up yourself, Kellyanne Carr. 59.74, you can see there. She represents Edwin Allen. Liam Mullins will have something to say about that, 59.46. So competition will be more than likely between those two and Nastasia Fletcher. So expect those three, Nastasia Fletcher, Aaliyah Mullins, and Kellyanne Carr, to be going shoulder to shoulder in this one. Shanika Harris, Port Antonio High School, she rounds off the 8 female athletes lining up in the 400-meter hurdles finals for girls later on this evening. And this one kicks off at 10:44, so just about 38 minutes from now. On the boys' side, we have Kemar McLennan representing Cornwall College. Learn or leave is their motto. Malik Thompson, Camperdown High School. Renil Burke, St. Jago High. Malik Cunningham, St. George's. Jaden Campbell, Excelsior. Kavian Minot, Heidel. We have Brandon Bennett, Kingston College, and Gregory Williams, Jamaica College. Those are the starters. Remember, this is class 2 people. That's why you're seeing only 14 and 15-year-olds here. Only 14 and 15-year-olds here. This is class 2. Class 2 running 51.83. That is impressive. Okay? Impressive stuff there. So 51.83 at 15. Impressive stuff. And closing off the evening, we will have the boys class 1 400-meter hurdles final. And the starters, we have Micah Willis, DeMarco Bennett, Orlando Pine, Kishan Hoffman, Roger Black, Robert Miller, Giovanni Tyrell, and Derville Jackson. You can see Robert Miller, favorite, 50.67. Let's see if he'll be able to dip below 50 seconds this evening. Still only 17 years of age. If he decides to continue, he has a couple years left competing in the 400-meter hurdles. But let's see how this one pans out. But that's a full update and everything that happened today. Halftime TV viewers and subscribers, here's what I'm going to do right now. We're going to pull up the scores because we need to know what the standing is like on this Friday evening at 10 o'clock. So as of a couple minutes ago, after 18 events, 18 of 42 events, we have Jamaica College in the lead with 160 points. Kingston College in second with 106 points. Calabar, 78.5 points. St. Jago High School, 52 points. Wolmer's Boys, 41. Excelsior, 33. St. Elizabeth Technical, 29. Monroe College, 22. Titchfield High School, 17. And Edwin Allen, 14. These are the rest of the names for the remaining schools. You can look if you see a school. Herbert Morrison on a point and a half. Russell's High School right ahead of Herbert Morrison on 2 points. Holland High School on 3 points. I think those 3 points came from Smythe and company. Magotty High School 3. Campion 3, St. Andrew High School 3, Sydney Pagan 4, Buff Bay 5, Clarendon College 5, Cornwall 5, Alphonsus Davis 5 points as well. Veer Technical on 6, Hydel 7, Homewood 7, St. George's 7, Belfield 8, St. Catherine High School 8, Fogar Road 9, Locovian 10, William Nib 12, Happy Grove 12, Edwin Allen High School 14, Titchfield 17, Monroe is in 8th place on 22 points, Stets in 7th with 29 points, Excelsior in 6th with 33, Wilmers Boys 41, St. Jago High School 52, and as mentioned before, big up yourself, Miss Israel. Big up yourself, Miss Israel. It's been forever. It's been forever. I hope everything is good with you and the family, Miss Israel. But yeah, man, big up Israel, real OG over here at the halftime TV. It's been a minute, Israel. It's been a minute. Guidance, guidance, guidance. All right. On the girls' side, this is what it's looking like. We have Edwin Allen High School comfortably in first place, or are they? I don't know. Do we call this comfortable? Let's go back at Kingston College. Kingston College leading by, well, Jamaica College, sorry, leading by 54 points. I think that's more comfort. Um, Edwin Allen, not quite 50, but yeah, not quite 50. 30 something, maybe 40 something. 30 something. So Edwin Allen, 113.5 points. Heidel, 79, Immaculate Conception 75, Homewood in fourth on 74, Clarendon College 40, Veer Technical 37, Excelsior 36.5, Convent of Mercy Academy 35, St. Jago High School 34. And now it comes down to, if you see a school, in 10th place we have Alphonsus Davis, 11th Stets, 3rd, well, tied for 11, Woolman's Girls. Merle Grove High in 13, Mount Alvernia in 14, Sydney Pagan 15, St. Andrew for Girls 16. William Nib is there on 9 points. They are tied for 17 with Fogar Road. Holland High, 9 points. They're in 17th. Camperdown High School, Manchester, Ferncourt, Campion, St. Mary, York Castle, they secure the places going down. We have Lacovia, Knox, Penwood High School, all tied on 3 points. Buff Bay is on 2.5. Queen School is on 3 as well, and that's 27. All other schools are tied for 27th place. St. Catherine High School in 30, Godfrey Stewart in 32, Denby High School in 32 as well, and Belfield is only on 1 point. So congratulations to all the athletes again who made it to this year's championship. Just getting to champs, big deal, people. Just getting here is a big deal. So congratulations to all the athletes. We know it required a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work, dedication, a lot of late evenings after school training and preparing. Congratulations, right? You might not get in the final, you might not get on the podium, but regardless, we are proud of you. You play a pivotal part in making this one of the most coveted and fantastic track events anywhere in the world. I'm not, and this is across all ages. One of the most fantastic track events, track meet, whatever you want to call it, anywhere in the world. And as teenagers doing this, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant stuff, people. So I'm gonna leave this on the screen for a second. I'm gonna leave this on the screen for a second, and then I'll jump back over. Anytime, anytime, Israel. Anytime. You know how it is. Anytime. So I'm gonna leave this on the screen for a second. We're gonna take a quick break, and then I'll be back with you in a couple of minutes. All right. So don't touch that dial. We'll leave it on the screen. I'm just gonna have a water break. Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, we have the steeplechase happening right now, as I mentioned. Steeplechase happening in the meantime, between time. Drop some flags in the comment section and let's chat what's happening with the halftime TV viewers and subscribers this evening. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Welcome to the show. If this is your first time here, we're happy to have you. And don't forget, the first thing you do when you hop on is you smash the like button and you subscribe to the channel. All right. I don't even know if this one is in. Good evening, Saskia. Big up yourself. I hope you had a wonderful week, Saskia. I hope you had a wonderful week. But yeah, it is now steeplechase time. Yeah, steeplechase open. Yeah, man, Saskia. Big up yourself. Yeah, well, I know. I know. From we see it last time, we know it's you. Back. Yeah, so the steeplechase happening now. Yes, yes, a trophy going back to Old Hope Road is say looking like Old Hope Road. All right, Rashim Walker, Dominic Amponsa, Christopher Anderson. We went through all the athletes lined up in the steeplechase a little bit earlier, so they're at it right now. Shout out to everyone in the comment section who's locked in. So the 2,000 meter steeplechase happening right now. The athletes are already well into this one. Well into this one. Clarendon College through Reed doing well. Kingston College as well. Jeremy Jones looking good. Jamaica College as always. Tete in the mix. So steeplechase, 2,000 meters. This one probably will go on for a couple of minutes, and then we will hop over to the girls 400-meter hurdles at 10:41. But on the female side, this was the result on your screen here. So Edwin Allen securing first and second in the 2,000-meter steeplechase for girls. Chevelle White, Alphonsus Davis, 7-minute 54.71 seconds was third. Kemisha Garden, Homewood, fourth. Sakila Wilby, Heidel, fifth. Ashanti Parks, sixth. And Shania Grant, seventh. So the results here on your screen. This is from the 2,000-meter steeplechase for girls. So Edwin Allen put two athletes in there. Both of those athletes finished first and second. Seeing as if athletes finishing in pairs. Yeah, finishing in pairs. Immaculate 11 and 12. And then we had Homewood breaking that up as well as Heidel. Heidel Shanti Parks split in between Sakila and Shania. So fifth and seventh for Heidel. But yeah, that's good. The 400 meters for 400-meter hurdles. We have three races in the 400-meter hurdles. They start at 10:41, so 20 minutes, exactly 20 minutes from now, and then we have the yeah, and then that's it for today. Um, Come on, people, we have over 100 of you on here. Remember, smash the like button. We should have at least 50 likes on this live stream. This is day 4. We'll be back here tomorrow. You know, I was thinking of doing a marathon. Do the stream marathon, like just stream all day from like 2 o'clock in the day when it started all the way up until 9 o'clock in the night, 10 o'clock thereabout. I was thinking about that. Or would you prefer if we split it up? So we do like the 200 meters, we do the hurdles, we do 4x4 and etc. Let me know. Let me know which one you'd prefer. If you want us to split it up or if you want a marathon where you can hop on, hop back on, that kind of thing. I personally prefer the one that we split up, where, because people have different interests. You probably want to see the hurdles or you want to watch the coverage of the 200 meters. You select that particular one and you watch that one, rather than you sitting through maybe 6, 7 hours of streaming just to see the event that you're really and truly interested in. But let me know what your thoughts are, people, in the comment section. Marathon, or you prefer if we split it up? Let's talk. Trophy going back to Old Hope Road. So Tete from Jamaica College made this one look easy, finishing in 6 minutes flat. But let me tell you, he left the rest of the field for dead. I'm talking a gap of well over 200 meters between himself and the rest of the folks. Yet Tete, brilliant performance, a solo run by him, really. And you can see there, 6 minutes, 0.56, the closest person finishing 19 seconds behind him. And we know 19 seconds, that's the time that some people take to run the 200 meters. So just under 200-meter distance between Tete and the closest competitor in the 2,000-meter steeplechase. He ran this race by himself, people. Ran this race by himself. Evans Tete out of Jamaica College, 6 minutes 0.54 seconds. JC doing the business with the African athletes. So Tete finishing first, Dominic Amponsa second, JC doing the business with the African athletes, and they delivered. So Tete and Amponsa first and second in the steeplechase. Tete still has enough energy to walk around. He just finished 19 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack and still has enough energy to be walking around while the rest of the pack basically laying down on the track. The rest of the pack spent, everyone's laying down. Tete, the last one standing, having been the first one to cross the line. Brilliant run from the youngster. Brilliant run from the youngster. Tete delivering big there. So steeplechase done and dusted now for both boys and girls. Evans Tete out of Jamaica College securing the first place spot. Mhm. And then we have next over medics there inspecting the athletes to ensure that everyone is okay. I think it's Javon Henry out of Belfield and Roshane Johnson checking on them. Couple wheelchairs coming out. Jeremy Jones, the KC Massive, they're out. The JC Massive, they're out as well. The marching band putting on a show in the stands. This is Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships 2026. Nothing, nothing short of these championships so far. Full excitement through and through. But yeah, big up everybody who's locked in this evening. Big up everybody who's locked in this evening. If you're just hopping on, remember smash to the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is Halftime TV, and this is our coverage of the Champs 2026. I'm gonna check. No, I'm checking right now to see who hasn't subscribed as yet. If you haven't subscribed as yet, we're gonna need to talk about it. If you haven't subscribed as yet, we're gonna need to talk about it. Hmm. My friend tonight is an it no, 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 no. So 3 more races to go. 3 more to go this evening, people. We have the 400-meter hurdles, 400-meter hurdles for both boys and girls coming up in a few. So the 400-meter hurdles coming up in about 10 minutes from now, and our coverage should be done in the next 20 minutes or so. But these are the starters. These are the starters for the 400-meter hurdles for girls. Busy day tomorrow. Busy day tomorrow. But these are the starters. 400 meters for girls. We have Shania Jarrett, Shananti Burke, Ferncourt, Maria Crossfield, Edwin Allen, Alyssa Carty, St. Jago High School, Kellyanne Carr, Edwin Allen, Aaliyah Mullins, Heidel, Nastasia Fletcher, Heidel, and Shanika Harris, Port Antonio. Those are the starters for the 400-meter hurdles for girls. It's open, so it's an open final. And then we have the 400 meters for boys, class 2 and class 1. So a bit more entries for the boys than for the girls. These are the starters for class 2. Kemar McLennan, Malik Thompson, Cornwall College and Camperdown, respectively. Ranil Burke, St. Jago, Malik Cunningham, St. George's, Jaden Campbell, Excelsior, Cavion Minot, Heidel, Brandon Bennett, Kingston College, and Gregory Williams, Jamaica College. See the time here, 51.83. Jaden Campbell, heavy favorite to go all the way in the 400-meter hurdles for boys, class 2 that is. In class 1, and you can tell the time again, Robert Miller, only athlete in this lineup to dip below 51 seconds in the previous round. So Michael Willis Calabar, Michael Willis Calabar, DeMarco Bennett Excelsior, Orlando Pine, Edwin Allen, Kishawn Hoffman Excelsior, and then we had, is that Roger Black? Yep, Roger Black is there as well. Robert Miller, Hydel High School, Giovanni Tyrell, Kingston College, and Dorville Jackson, Calabar High School. So those are the athletes lining up for the 400-meter hurdles class 1. So that's what's up. So the athletes are getting ready. We're just about 5 minutes to go from the 400-meter hurdles for girls. Just about 5 minutes to go. Athletes getting ready, getting the warm-ups in. But for those of you who have been paying attention to the championship so far this year, let me know what's been your standout performance so far. What's been your standout performance so far at the 2026 championship? As a matter of fact, let me just put it in the poll here. Yeah, let's put it down here. What All right, let me know, people, what has been your standout performance so far at Champs 2026? What has been your standout performance so far at Champs 2026? We saw Tete a little bit earlier with 6 minutes flat in the steeplechase. But yesterday, on the 400 meters, let's talk about yesterday in the 400 meters. JC. Okay. Okay, so now they're squeezing in the heptathlon, the 200-meter heptathlon. They're squeezing in the 200-meter heptathlon. As I need to get this in before the 400-meter hurdles. But yeah, let me know, people. Let me know. Standout performance so far. You like this one here? You like this one? Let me leave it on the screen. Leave it on the screen. What has been your standout performance so far at this year's championships? This has been mine. This has been mine. Jason Peter, Kingston College, 45.76 in the 400 meters. This has been mine, right? I think for Shania Douglas, good to see her dipping below 11 seconds, clocking 10.98. But I think Shania Douglas is a class above the rest of the field, if I'm to be frank. She's a class above the rest. So, like, I wasn't, although it was very impressive as an isolated event, as an isolated race, in the grand context of everything, considering Shania Douglas literally made a senior team a couple days before champs. I'll say yeah, a couple days, couple weeks. I think this one, Jason Peter. What says you do, halftime TV viewers and subscribers? What are your thoughts? Let me know. We like that Tete performance as well. A couple records on the a couple records in the hurdles for the youngsters. What has been yours, people? I shared mine. Let's hear yours. No, 200-meter finals are on yet. 200-meter finals is for tomorrow, no? Yeah, 200-meter finals is tomorrow. So let me see what time tomorrow it's happening. So 200-meter finals, for girls class 4, 3:43 Eastern Daylight Time. We have the class 3, 3:48. Then we have the boys class 3, 3:54, and girls class 2, 4 o'clock, and boys class 2, 4:06. Girls class 1, 4:12, and boys class 1, boys class 1, 4:18. So 200 meters tomorrow, running from, let's say, roughly roughly 3:40 till 4:20, 4:25 ish. So that's what the schedule looks like for tomorrow. 200 meter, that's on the track right now, is for the heptathlon. So the heptathlon, athletes who are doing the 200 meters right now, so the heptathlon, yeah, the heptathlon, 7 events, yeah. So you see, there are some athletes doing the 200 meters here that are well faster than the rest of the pack. Well faster than the rest of the pack. You just want to finish and finish in a good spot as well, so you get the points necessary. Naturally, if you win, you get more points, but maybe that's not your strong suit. Maybe another event is where you're strong at. So But yeah, let me know what has been your standout moment at Champs 2026. Yeah, standout moment, Champs 2026. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. If you missed something, folks, please just let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to repeat to get everyone up to speed on what's happening. Um, so the 2,000 meters steeplechase wrapped up for both boys and girls. Now we're on to the final 200 meter in the steeplechase for this evening. Shakira Marquise, Happy Grove, Daniel Brownlin, Convent of Mercy, Safia Bennett, Port Antonio, Christine Iwodiki, Knox College, Landa K. Hibbert, Homewood, Shiana Gray, and Anicia Strand round out the starters. And then we jump over to the 400-meter hurdles. The hurdles everything should be done by, I think, 11 o'clock ish. Yeah, 11 o'clock. I'm gonna put it at 11 o'clock because the hurdles are already on the track. So I think when this one concludes, they'll just remove the blocks and add the rest of the hurdles. So give them a few minutes after this one um, to set up the hurdles, and then we should be all set. And then it's 3. Yeah, it's 3. So we have the girls hurdles open. Then for the boys, it's class 2 and class 1. Sorry, sub. Yeah, my stand moment is a sub. Yeah, 45. Yep, yep. Sub 46. Yeah, yeah. Mine too. Mine too. Casey Youngster putting on a brilliant performance, has the world talking about it. Has the entire world talking about it. Had prestige. No worries. No sweat. So 400-meter hurdles, it's time. 400-meter hurdles, it is time. Starters on the track, they're ready to go. This is an open event. Remember, I mentioned a little bit earlier. Shania Jarrett, Shanati Burke, Maria Crossfield, Alyssa Carty, Kellyanne Carr, Aaliyah Mullins, Nastasia Fletcher, and Shanika Harris. Those are the starters. The meet officials, they've set up the hurdles. They've set up the hurdles already, and it is time to go. It's time to go. Expect everything to be wrapped up by, I want to say 11:05 max, latest 11:05. Trying to stay on schedule as much as possible. So the athletes already on the track, they're warming up, looking to take to their blocks right now. There have some good finals in it, Yeah, I think it's a nice way to end the it's a nice way to end Friday. Yeah, nice way to end Friday. Nice way to end Friday. Proper recovery time for the athletes of the 200 meters. You come out, you run one 200-meter in the day, you go back to your camp, you rest your feet for Saturday, and then Saturday afternoon you come out and you run the 200 meters again. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anika Harris, good evening. I've been watching, but busy with work. Totally enjoyed all the watch along, repping the maroon and gold with Marian all the way. Anika Green, big up yourself, Anika. We understand. We understand. We try to be as descriptive as possible because we know a lot of the times people are driving or you have us on in a corner in the kitchen while you're making breakfast or dinner or what have you. But we appreciate the support regardless. Thank you as always, Onika Green, halftime TV avid listener slash watcher slash subscriber. Saskia, the same thing. Journey with Kelly in the same thing. Israel. We have the whole entourage out tonight. So big up Roy Fredericks as well. Big up. I was here last night until like 1 people, like well this morning until like 1 a.m. because we did the Reggae Boys watch along. Wanted to vent about it afterwards, but it was too late. Yeah, the KC folks dropped the baton in the 400 meters. That's what happened. Yeah, I dropped the baton. I stumbled. Yep, dropped the baton completely. Not sure what happened there. Not sure what they're looking for the replay for. But yeah. Sounds like the athlete collapse here, Yeah, we understand. We understand. We fully understand. It's a reality. Life is happening. Life is happening. Yeah. All right, so yeah, for those of you who weren't following, for those of you who weren't following, so the Kingston College athlete, he dropped the baton, but the outgoing athlete, so basically the outgoing athlete, the one collecting the baton to complete his lap, and then the incoming athlete is the one bringing the baton in. So the incoming athlete stumbled at the exchange, and the baton fell. Now the outgoing athlete returned to collect the baton off the track, and complete the race. They're going through video evidence now. They're scouring it to ensure that it was a legitimate action. Meaning, if the baton wasn't successfully exchanged prior to the little mix-up, then well, yeah, if the baton wasn't successfully exchanged, then the incoming athlete would have been the one who needed to pick up the baton and pass it on. But if the baton was exchanged within that zone, because remember they have a nice zone there where you need to collect the baton before. If you run out of that zone, you're automatically disqualified. So if the baton was exchanged prior to the athlete going out of the zone, then the outgoing athlete is allowed by the rules to go back and to retrieve the baton. So I hope that makes some sense. All right, Errol was saying Darren Bravo would definitely help the bowlers considering that he was one of the best T20. All right, he was excellent in those last overs, and that was one of our weakest areas. So Errol Stewart chiming in with some cricket update there. Big up Errol, big up Errol. Need to have a strong heart to support the West Indies through and through. I support them passively, meaning like if they're playing and I know that they're playing and I have some time, I jump over there and I preps on what's happening. But as far as keeping 100% abreast on everything that they're doing, no. West Indies, you need this, the heart here. Did my first aid training today, and I hope I never have to use it. And the West Indies follow them up. The heart, man, the heart. Did my first aid refresher today. Yeah, but yeah, it's one of those. But shout out to everyone who's locked in this evening again. Do you think the Minister of Sport should let the young talented go trial for the senior ranks? True. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Wrong channel engaging multiple channels at the same time. No worries, Errol. Big up yourself the same way. Yeah, man, you know where you go. You know you go. Not a problem, Errol. Guidance as always, my boss. Guidance as always. Yeah, I hope you're drinking a lot of coconut water and keep your heart strong for the West Indies there. Like Olympics. Yeah, I think the youngsters should try out. If they're talented, if they're good enough, why not? Go out there, try out for the major championships. Try out, why not? It's a trial. Nothing beats a trial but a failure. So 400 meters already up and running. 400-meter hurdles, that is. Remember, the 400-meter hurdles is open for girls. It's open on the boys' side. On the boys' side, we're going to have class 2 and class 1. The kids are superb this year. Yep. Bigging up everybody in the comment section, as always. And remember, get the votes in what has been your standout moment at this year's championship so far. The poll is running. Questions are there. Let's hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say. What's been your standout moment? We're in subscriber only mode. That's how we've been kicking it today. I think tomorrow we'll probably open it up to everybody where we can reason with everybody and we can have the conversation with everybody. Marissa Crossfield, Edwin Allen, lane number 3. But as soon as this one concludes, we have the boys class 2 and then the boys class 1. A little bit off schedule here, but I think we should be fine. Still probably will be out by 11:10 there, about 11:15 max, I want to say. And then those of you who want to go check out Entertainment Report, you can go check it out. Well, happy Friday. I hope each and everyone had a productive week. This is the halftime TV coverage of the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships 2026. It's been fantastic so far. Edwin Allen in the lead on the girls' side, Jamaica College in the lead on the boys' side. Now we're up to the 400-meter hurdles for girls open event, and the athletes are already on their way. Brilliant start for everyone. Remember, there's 400-meter hurdles. They're going around the track once. Kellyanne Carr looking dominant in the first 110, 120 meters or so. Aaliyah Mullins is there. Nastasia Fletcher trying to stay close to these athletes because once they get away from you, that's the end of it. Kellyanne Carr looking good. Alyssa Carty out of St. Jago High School. She's coming in strong. She's finishing strongly. All the athletes, as a matter of fact, finishing strongly. Kellyanne Carr showing her dominance in the 400 meters, and that has effectively translated over into the hurdles. Aaliyah Mullins being exceptional as well. Nastasia Fletcher from Heidel. So the Heidel pair looking good in this one. The flash time is 56.68. Let's see if that's confirmed, as Nastasia Fletcher just clipped Kellyanne Carr to secure victory. Aaliyah Mullins finished strongly as well for 59.25 seconds. So Kellyanne Carr, Nastasia Fletcher in the flat 400 meters, it was those two as well. I think Nastasia Fletcher finished a little bit, finished further down. Kellyanne Carr was first, but Nastasia Fletcher 56.70 in the hurdles to win this one. The pair of Heidel athletes sandwiching the athlete from St. Jago, from Port Antonio, sorry. But coming off the bend, it was Kellyanne Carr who looked as if she was in control of this race. And then we had the final 100 meters And on the outside, Nastasia Fletcher chasing down Kellyanne Carr and overtaking her, both of them pushing each other through the finish line. That last hurdle for Kellyanne Carr kind of threw her off, and Nastasia Fletcher basically used that to her advantage to secure victory. So Nastasia Fletcher wins gold with 56.70 seconds in the 400-meter hurdles, and she celebrates as to say, you didn't see me coming. Nastasia Fletcher, 56.70, wins gold in class 2, well, in the open 400-meter hurdles for girls. Kellyanne Carr was second, representing Edwin Allen with 56.84, and Alia Mullins 59.25. But this was a brilliant run from both athletes, Nastasia Fletcher and Kellyanne Carr. I think Kellyanne Carr was soaring over those first set of hurdles. The leaps over the hurdles, so clean, so high, you could tell that in the end it was a case of her running out of gas, and Nastasia Fletcher capitalizing on that as she was a bit more calculated in hers. As the race went on, her leaps got a little bit more dominant and more pronounced, especially that last hurdle that both athletes went over. You can see that Kellyanne Carr, her landing wasn't the cleanest, and Nastasia Fletcher, she capitalized fully on that, powering through those final 40 meters to ensure that she secured gold. But 56.70 seconds for Nastasia Fletcher. Kellyanne Carr, 56.84. Brilliant run from both athletes, as I said, very competitive 400-meter hurdles race. And then we had Alia Mullins. So Edwin Allen, second and fourth. Heidel, first and third. Now we're over to the male side, and this is class 2. Kemar McLennan, Malik Thompson, Ranil Burke, St. Jago, Malik Cunningham, St. George's, Jaden Campbell, Excelsior, Kavian Minot, Heidel, Brandon Bennett, Kingston College, and Gregory Williams, Jamaica College. Look out for Jaden Campbell out of Excelsior. The cameras are fixed on him. He is the favorite to win this one. The cameras, they can't and they won't leave him an inch. Jaden Campbell, again, people, the one to watch for this one. All right, over to the boys. Over to the boys. Class 2, yeah, boys class 2. Boys class 2, they're ready to go. Boys class 2, they are ready to go, and this is the second to last event of the evening. Second to last event of the evening. After this, we will have the class 1 for boys as the curtain closer for this evening. Jaden Campbell, as I said, from Excelsior, and they're off. Strong start from Jaden Campbell. I don't think this is a case where he's worried about the competition. I think it's more of him racing against the clock. Cavian Minot, he's trying to stay close, but in the first 200 meters, it looks as if it's Jaden Campbell versus Jaden Campbell. Brandon Bennett from Kingston College running on the outside, and Gregory Williams, Jamaica College, on the outside as well, trying to get in this race somehow. But Jaden Campbell, with all the advantage, he's able to gauge this race. He's able to see who's coming from where, and he looks as if he's in control. Will there be an upset in this one? It doesn't look this way. Doesn't look this way as we approach the final 10, 20 meters of it, and they're going through. Looks as if it's 50.83 the flash time. We await confirmation, but it's 50.83 meet record for Jaden Campbell. No surprises there. 50.83. Jaden Campbell with a brilliant performance, doing one better than he did in the semifinal. And this is, remember, class 2 for boys, the class 2 athletes. They have been so impressive this season at the championships, or this year at the championships. And let me tell you, just to run that race back, once the first 100 meters was done, Campbell held his head up. He was trying his best to eat up as much of the track as possible on the flat because he had the hurdles clear. Like, it's almost as if he's trying to get as much pace between the hurdles as possible. It was always going to be him versus the clock, and it was no difference. Easily 30 meters. He even stumbled on that the second to last hurdle, and was still able to power away from the rest of the pack, still able to secure a meet record, having stumbled on the second to last hurdle. So 50.87, brilliant run from Jaden Campbell. The Excelsior man, the Eagles soar in the National Stadium this evening, just right down the road from the National Stadium. And he was soaring tonight, soaring over those hurdles, soaring all the way around for the 400 meters to secure that meet record. 50.87. Class 2 doing the business, people. Class 2 doing the business at this year's champs. I asked earlier, what was your standout moment at this year's championships? And we were talking about Peter, but this may very well be up there with Tete and Peter. So Jaden Campbell, Tete, Peter. 3 big moments at champs so far on the boys' side. What says you? Which one is your standout moment? And if not, let us know what actually is your standout moment at the championships. This is the final event of the evening. We have the Class 1 boys 400-meter hurdles. Micah Willis representing Calabar High School, DeMarco Bennett, Excelsior, Orlando Pine, Edwin Allen, Kishawn Hoffman, Excelsior, Roger Black, Jamaica College, Robert Miller, Heidel, Giovanni Tyrell, Kingston College, and Derville Jackson, Calabar High School. All right, final event of the evening. Final event of the evening. And then we'll wrap up our coverage. But look at that, just about 2 hours worth of streaming this evening. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? 2 hours on the board. Not wrong with that, eh? Not wrong with that. Not wrong with that. As soon as this one is done, we'll do a recap of the well, we won't do a recap. We'll run through the scores. Yeah, I think that's more reasonable. Run through the scores, and then we'll call it an evening. All right. I'm waiting on the performance of my Wolmerian and Shania tomorrow to really let me know my best performance. But for now, it's JC trumping KC. All right. All right, Tonika. All right. So Kishan Hoffman and DeMarco Bennett would have just seen what their training partner did in class 2, and they will be looking to replicate. However, there's one young man by the name of Robert Miller. He will have something to say about that. And coming into the finals, he registered the fastest time in the semifinals. So again, Miller out of Heidel, favored to win this one, and he will be chased by the pair of Excelsior High School athletes. Let's see how it plays out. All right, they're off. They're off. Eagles soaring. Yes, for sure. The Eagles are soaring. They're off. Robert Miller, brilliant start, clearing his first hurdle comfortably, and the second one as well. The pair of Excelsior High School athletes trying to stay in this one as best as possible. 200 meters completed so far. I think Casey on JC team outstrong. Okay. All right. Robert Miller, as we approach the final 100 meters of this race, he looks to be in control, but Roger Black out of Jamaica College in that dark blue kit is looking to make a move. How will this play out? Robert Miller, he looks as if he's going to win it. What will the time be? That's what we're focusing on. 50.60 seconds. And let's see who comes in those top places. Yep, Giovanni Tyrell. So Giovanni Tyrell, Kingston College, had something to say. Yeah, we don't know what happened there. All along I thought that was Robert Miller. Anyway, but yeah, Kingston College. Yeah, he stumbled. I didn't even realize. I didn't realize that he was the one who stumbled in. I didn't realize that he was the one who stumbled. He ended up. So Robert Miller, the favorite to win this one, wasn't able to finish, and Giovanni Tyrell out of Kingston College took the opportunity with both hands. Roger Black, Jamaica College, was second, but Tyrell on the outside making a good move, a strong move for it, dipping and looking across on the clock, and he was able to secure first place. The pair Excelsior athletes finished third and fourth, respectively, and the pair of Calabar athletes finished fifth and sixth. So Giovanni Tyrell, 50.63. He cannot believe his luck because the his main competitor in this race wasn't able to finish because of a stumble. And that's his luck. So Robert Miller wasn't able to finish. Giovanni Tyrell out of Kingston College finishing first, securing gold medal in class 1 of the boys 400-meter hurdles. Roger Black, Jamaica College, 50.86 for silver, and Kishan Hoffman, Excelsior, third or bronze, 51.64. DeMarco Bennett, Excelsior, he was fourth. Micah Willis and Derville Jackson from Calabar were fifth and sixth, respectively. Edwin Allens Orlando Pine finished seventh, and Robert Miller coming in as the favorite, couldn't finish. Remember, he stumbled at what, the second hurdle, I think, or the third hurdle, got up, tried to power through, but ultimately stopped about midway. All along we thought it was him, you know. Anyway, so at the end of day 4, is it day 4? Yeah. At the end of day 4, 20 of 42 events. The scores on your screen: 182 for Kingston for Jamaica College, 113 for Kingston College, Calabar 80.5, St. Jago 57, Excelsior High School 42, Wolmer's Boys 41, Stets or St. Elizabeth Technical, they're in 7th with 29 points, Monroe College 22, they're in 8th, Belfield High School 18 points. They're in 9th place, and in 10th, Titchfield and Edwin Allen, they tie on 17 points. Heidel in 12th. All right, see, we have some discuss here. So Joseph Salmon discuss record for JC, standout performance. All right, Edwin Allen, 151.5 points. They lead the way for the girls. Heidel 116. They're in second. Homewood Technical High School, they're in third on 84 points. Immaculate Conception in fourth with 78. St. Jago in fifth with Clarendon, they're tied. And we have Convent of Mercy Academy in seventh. Veer Technical in eighth. Excelsior in 9, and Alphonsus Davis in 10. So those are the top 10 for girls and for boys. Top 10 for girls and for boys. The last two events that we witnessed, Miller stumbling in the final of the 400-meter hurdles, wasn't able to finish, and as such, Giovanni Tyrell finished first for Kingston College, 50.63. He won gold. Roger Black, Jamaica College, 50.86, and Kishan Hoffman, Excelsior, 51.64. In class 2, we had a meet record from Jaden Campbell, 50.87. 50.87 meet record. Jaden Campbell 50.87 finished first. Excelsior. Kavion Minot 52.49 for silver, and Gregory Williams, Jamaica College, 53.05 for bronze. On the girls' side, we have Nastasia Fletcher, 56.70. She secured gold ahead of Kellyanne Carr, Edwin Allen standout athlete, 56.84, and Aliyah Mullins, 59.25. Marissa Crossfield was only good enough for fourth with 59.65 seconds. So there you have it, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. That's our coverage for this day 4 of the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships. I hope you had fun, because I surely did. And we will be back here tomorrow, early afternoon. Yep, we'll be here tomorrow afternoon to continue our coverage. Tomorrow we'll be covering the 100-meter hurdles. As a matter of fact, all the hurdles. We'll be doing the 200 meters, and then we'll be doing the relays at the end of the show in the evening. If you haven't done so as yet, go ahead, subscribe to Halftime TV, turn the notification on as well. Turn the notification on as well. That way you never miss a beat. All right, let me drop my email address. So it's halftime TV 2019 at gmail.com. Halftime TV 2019 at gmail.com. You can't miss it. Let's drop it up. So you can send me an email. You can, yeah, you can email me there if you want. You could put in a special request or what have you. Okay, let's put it down there. Halftime TV 2019 at gmail.com. You can reach out if you want a partner as well. From partnership, that is. At gmail.com. Yeah, Solar like the man on the pole most times. Um, we drop it there. Okay, but yeah, that's it for our coverage for this evening, halftime TV viewers and subscribers. For the football fans, look out for our football content. We haven't done our full reaction for the Jamaica versus New Caledonia game. We gave a kind of like a tip of the iceberg. Didn't really go into much details, but I'll be speaking about it at length tomorrow. I think I'll do a proper video on it tomorrow. So look out for that. Next week, Tuesday, we'll be doing the watch along for Reggae Boys versus Democratic Republic of Congo. So look out for that as well. And then, as I said, tomorrow is the biggest day for this week because tomorrow's a curtain closer for Champs 2026. All the big events: the 200 meters, the hurdles, the 400 meters, the four by four, sorry, the 4x1. All those events, all of them that you can think of, we'll have them tomorrow. What we'll be doing, we'll be basically splitting them. I think I'll be splitting the streams. Makes it easier for folks to watch it back when they have time. Makes it easier for folks to check back on their favorite parts of the show, etc. All right. So instead of doing long drawn out stream where I'm live streaming for 10, 15 hours, I'll do shorter streams, an hour and a half here, an hour and a half there, 2 hours here, 2 hours there. All right. Anyway, we leave it at that. I hope everyone has a fantastic night. Stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow at what we're starting. I think 2. Yeah, I think we'll put it at 2. See you tomorrow at 1:30 in the afternoon. Have a good night.